Okay, good morning. All right, so this is the topic that I forget to teach in Pythagorean theorem because my laptop last time is not working well. So I just need to discuss this, the last topic that we have in the Pythagorean theorem. Okay, so this is we call it a converse Pythagorean theorem. All right, repeat after me. Converse. Converse. Okay, so converse Pythagorean theorem. So what is this? So when we say converse Pythagorean theorem, this is the way we classify or we identify if the triangle is right triangle or not. Okay? So I have here Pythagorean converse Pythagorean theorem. So the first one that we have is c squared is less than a squared plus b squared. So if we have in the right triangle, remember, the longest side is we call it what? In the longest side of a right triangle, what is that? High? Very good. So we have hypotenuse. But if not a right triangle, we call it only longest side of a triangle. So that's the difference. So if we have a right triangle, we call it hypotenuse. But if not right triangle, we call it a longest side of a triangle. That's it. That's the difference. Okay, so we have a converse. So as you can see, so c squared is less than to a squared plus b squared. So if less than, the longest side is less than to our leg, this is we call it acute triangle. Okay, repeat after me. Acute, acute. Okay, so that is we call it acute triangle if we have a less than. Now, as you can see, equal. So, if we have equal, that is we call it a right triangle. So, we already know this. Now, the other is we have c squared is more than. Okay? More than to the a squared plus b squared. So, we call it a obtuse triangle. Okay, repeat after me. Obtuse. Obtuse. Okay, so obtuse triangle. So these are, you need to remember if we talk, identify by the converse Pythagorean theorem or the side length, okay? This is classifying. If the triangle is not or obtuse or acute. Okay? All right, copy this. I give you 5 minutes. Go. Copy on your notebook, please. 5 minutes. 3 minutes. So that is converse of the Pythagorean theorem. Finish? 2 minutes. So again, if what type of triangle, if we talk about longest side of a triangle is more than the legs. What is that? More than. Obtuse, acute, or right? Okay, so we talk about obtuse triangle. If less than, acute. If equal, right. Okay. All right, finish? Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay, so let's have an example. So I have here a triangle. So this triangle is obtuse, but let us prove, okay? So, what is this? What is the longest side of a triangle? We have 15. Okay, so based on that, we just compare it. So we have c squared, and we need to identify if it is more than, less than, or equal. So next is, we have, so 15 times 15, what is the answer? 225. 8 times 8? 64. And then 12 times 12? 144. So this is the result. So we need to add. So 64 plus 144, we have 208. So therefore, that is more than. So the reason, because c squared is more than a squared plus b squared, that is the obtuse triangle. Understand? Easy? Okay. How about this? Okay. What is the longest side? What is the longest side? 8, right? So 8. So follow. 8 times 8? 64. 6 times 6? And 5 times 5? 25. So this is the expressions. So next is, so we have 64, 25, 36, and then we have 61, more than. So therefore, the answer is obtuse. Understand? How about this? Well, how about that? Okay, now, the first thing you need to do is find out what is the longest side. So based on the triangle, what is the longest side? What is the longest side? Longest side is square root of? Okay, very good. So the expression that we have is square root of 35. And then we need to find out what is this. And then 5 times 5. So we have this. And then 4. Okay. So as you can see, we have this, right? The square root of 35. So we have this. Okay. So now, we can cancel. Right? Easy, right? So therefore, we have 35 and 25 plus 16. So therefore, what is the answer? So we have this. Cancel out square root and square. So we have 35 and plus 16 plus 25. What is the answer? 41. So what type of triangle is that? Acute. Okay, so therefore the triangle is acute. Understand? So you need, the first thing you need to do is to find out the longest side. Okay, so you can compare the two legs. Okay? All right, next, another. How about this? 8, right? The longest side is 8. So what type of triangle is this? What is the answer? Okay, let's see. So obtuse. So the longest side is 8. So we just have this. So plus, so the answer is obtuse. Very good. Okay, how about this? Last one. Okay, I'll give you 3 minutes. What is that? 3 minutes. What is that? 3 minutes. Just remember, find first the longest side of a triangle, and then you can start to compare it. If that is obtuse, acute, or a right triangle. What type of triangle is that? Is it right triangle? Is it obtuse? Or is it acute triangle? Okay, so what is the answer? Right triangle. Okay, so let's see. So again, the longest side is 41. All right. So next is solve it. So if you add, equal. So if equal, that is right triangle. Understand? Understand, ha? Okay. How about this? So, classify the triangle with length 7, 8, 14. Okay? So, acute, right, or obtuse? A, B, or C? What is the answer? A, B, or C? What is the answer? A, B, or C? Okay, very good. The answer is B. Okay. All right. How about this? Last one before the activity. This is the last question before activity. A, B, or C? Yes? Anyone? A, B, or C? Acute or obtuse or right? Very good. The answer is acute. Okay. Acute triangle. All right. So, activity? Okay. Answer this on your notebook. Go. Answer. So, you need to copy and answer, ha? Copy and answer. So, 1 and 2 and 3, you need to draw it. And then 4, 5, 6 is you need to solve it and then classify what type of triangle is that based on the converse Pythagorean theorem. I'll give you 20 minutes to finish that and 10 minutes we will check that, okay? We will check it today. 10 minutes. All right. Everyone, finish? Okay, exchange with your seatmate. Notebook exchange with your seatmate. Exchange, exchange, exchange. Swipe, swipe, swipe. Okay, let's answer for number 1. So, number 1 is obtuse. Okay, because 36 is more than 29. 2 points, okay? 1 check for the solution and 1 check what type of triangle is that. Okay? 2 points each. Again, 1 check for the solution, 1 check for the reason. Okay? Obtuse, check. Solution, check. 2 points. All right, next. The answer is right triangle. Okay? So again, 1 check for solution, 1 check for the type of triangle. All right, for number 3. So the answer is acute triangle. Okay? The triangle is acute. 1 check solution, 1 check for the word acute triangle. Acute, acute. Next. Okay, 4, 5, 6. The answer for 4 is acute. Okay, acute triangle. And then we have right triangle for number 5. And number 6 is obtuse. Okay, count the score. That is 12 points. Okay, 12 points. 12 points. And put it back to the owner. Put it back to the owner. Okay. Okay. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so if I call your student number, please just say your score, okay? Wait a minute. Who's the six? Okay. That is 12 points, ha? Okay, 1. Score. 2. 3. 4. 5. Chin. Woo. 11. 1. Where's 1? Ah, 12. Perfect, 12. Nurse. Jiao. P. Ah, point. Oh. Point. Ah, the PowerPoint. Okay. Wait a minute ka. This one ka. And then... Oh, wait. Okay, next. P. 11. 11 also. Yok. Fluke. 6. What is score? Fluke. Fluke. Okay. Ninja. 10. V. Sanuk. Namon. Baiplu. Pasay. Maprang. Proud. Crayon. Peng. Pakbong. Pim. Pim. Tawan. Byford. Junior. Ion. Pan. 11. Pin. Proud. Huh? 12. Bright. Name. Prangkel. 10. 10. Tawan. Kung Kwan. Lukwa. Kwan Kao. Huh? 12. Okay. Nada. Nada. 11. Okay. All right. So, I already recorded the score. So, next week, we just continue about the real numbers. Okay? Let us just continue. All right. So, that's it for today. And goodbye.